Hi, I'm Russ. Today I'd like to talk to you about how to adjust your drawer fronts from side to side. Let's get started. Okay, when adjusting drawer fronts on cabinetry, it's first of all important to identify what kind of drawer box you've got, because that determines how your drawer front is actually attached to your drawer box. This particular drawer front has a connector on either end that has elongated holes in it that allows the drawer front to move from left to right and up and down. The drawer front is also attached to the drawer box because the handles are drilled all the way through the drawer front, through the drawer box, and actually lock it in place. So when trying to adjust the drawer front, we have to loosen the handles as well. But before we do that, let's identify what the issue is with the drawer front. So if I close this drawer here, what we want to be looking for is a nice even shut lines between all the fronts. I can see that the shut line here between the top drawer and the middle drawer looks good, it's consistent. But what I am seeing is that this drawer front is too far to the right. It's actually rubbing, if you can hear that there, on this column. And I can see here there's a gap on this side that's too big. So now we've identified what we need to do. We need to loosen the drawer front from the drawer box and move it over to the left. So I'm going to start by loosening the handles. You're going to need a Robertson screwdriver. Some people refer to this as a square bit. It's a Robertson number 2. So I'm just going to loosen these. You don't have to completely undo the handles. You just need to loosen them a few turns so that the handle has some play versus being rock solid like this one. Okay. Once I've loosened those, I now need to get a different screwdriver, which is a posi screwdriver for this particular drawer. Some drawers requires a Robertson number 1 bit. It depends on which manufacturer, what product you've purchased, it's which screwdriver you'll need. But for this one, I need a posi screwdriver. So I'm just going to loosen these screws. Once again, just a couple of turns on each end. Now I should be able to grab my drawer front. You can hear it that I've got play now, that I can move my drawer front from left to right. So I'm just going to push this drawer over. Tighten those screws up. So only a small adjustment, about 1/8 of an inch is all that it was needed. Okay, just going to close the drawer and actually check that it's in a good position. Looks like I moved a little bit too far to the left. Once again, it is a trial by error. Just loosen those screws off a little bit. Just going to squeeze that drawer front back. There you go, I only moved it like 1/16 of an inch. Tighten those back up. Don't forget to tighten your handles up, otherwise the drawer front won't stay exactly where you want. I'm just going to close the drawer. Okay, that's better. It has moved over, but it's still a little bit too far to the right. So I'll have to just loosen those screws again, just a bit. Okay, loosen those handles. Just going to check it this time before I tighten anything else up. There we go, that's where I want it to be. Okay, tighten the ends up. Okay, that drawer front's now sitting where I want it to be, but when adjusting it left to right, the left-hand side has gone down a little bit. That can happen because the way that the drawer front attaches to the drawer box, it does move the drawer front up, down, left, right. Sometimes you're able to just put your hand on the bottom of the drawer front and just push a tiny little bit. It was only a tiny amount of 1/16, and that allowed that to come back up. As you guys can see, this can take a bit of time. It is just trial and error. You're only moving this drawer front a 1/16 of an inch either way, but on a white kitchen, those shut lines have to look really good, and that's how you do it.